2 games, 90 minutes, then 90 more. A team built around 2 of the most gifted teenagers on the planet. And after those 2 matches, the goal column read the same number it had read at kickoff: 0. 62 times they pulled the trigger, 62 times the net stayed still, 2 defeats, no reply, and a hole they dug all by themselves. This is not the story of a team that got unlucky. Luck does not miss 62 times. This is the story of the most hyped team in the group throwing away the 2 matches that mattered. And the question is simple: how does that much talent waste that much football? Let the number sit with you, because it is almost impossible. 62 shots across their first 2 World Cup matches without a single goal. That is the most shots any nation has taken at a World Cup without scoring since 1966. 6 decades of football, hundreds of teams. And no one drowned in their own chances quite like this. It is the kind of record you do not chase. It chases you. It finds the team that does everything right except the only thing that matters. And it puts their name in the history books over 2 games they will spend years trying to forget. Rewind. Before a ball was kicked, this was the team the neutrals fell for. Every World Cup has a dark horse, the side everyone secretly wants to break the established order. This summer, that side was Turkey. They had pace, they had swagger, they had a generation arriving all at once. Pundits circled them as the team that could ruin somebody's bracket. Fans abroad adopted them. The bookmakers shortened their odds. There was a feeling, a real one, that this group might be the one to finally turn promise into something permanent. The hype was not noise, it was earned, which makes what came next so much harder to explain. And the reason for the hype had names. Arda Güler, a left foot that could thread a pass through a keyhole, already trusted at one of the biggest clubs on earth. Kenan Yıldız, fearless, direct, the kind of forward who scares defenders just by receiving the ball. 2 teenagers carrying the dreams of a footballing nation and carrying them like they were born for it. Around them, a side that pressed, that attacked, that wanted the ball. This was not a team set up to sit back and survive. This was a team built to take the game to anyone. On paper, it was thrilling. Group D was supposed to be their stage, a draw with a path through it, a chance to announce themselves on the biggest platform in the sport. The plan was obvious to everyone watching. Win the ball high, feed the young magicians, overwhelm tired defenses, and let the talent do the talking. Get out of the group, and then who knows? A quarter-final, a semi-final, a summer that people would remember for a generation. They walked into their opener as one of the most fashionable teams in the entire tournament, confident, backed, believed in. And then the football started, and the dream met the scoreboard. Game 1. Turkey against Australia, the supposed appetizer before the real test. For long stretches, it looked exactly as scripted. Turkey had the ball, Turkey had the territory, Turkey had the chances raining down. And then, against the run of play, the script tore. 27th minute, Iran Kunda struck for Australia, and a stadium that expected a procession went quiet. 1-0, the favourites behind. But there was time, so much time, and so much talent waiting to answer. Surely the goals would come. Surely a team this good could not be held by a debut goalkeeper they had never heard of. What happened next set the tone for everything. On the other end stood Patrick Beach, Australia's debutant goalkeeper, a man making his first appearance on this stage. And he played the game of his life, 8 saves. 8, shot after shot, angle after angle, Turkey threw everything at him and he answered everything. Low to his right, high to his left, a reflex, a sprawl, a strong hand. Every time Turkey thought they had finally broken through, the wall was there. A debutant they had never feared had turned into the single biggest obstacle of their opening night, and the chances kept dying in his gloves. And it was not just shots from distance dying in his gloves. It was the moments that were supposed to belong to the Golden Boys. Arda Güler, the player meant to decide games like this, was denied twice. Once in open play, once from a free kick struck exactly where you wanted, curling, dipping, asking the question. And the answer came back the same, saved. The chances kept arriving, beautiful in their making, hollow in their ending. You could feel the frustration building, the disbelief that a night this dominant could refuse to reward them. The shots climbed, the score did not. Then came the cruelty. 75th minute. Turkey still pushing, still chasing the equaliser that felt overdue, still pouring forward in numbers, and Australia broke. Metcalf finished it. 2-0. The game that Turkey had controlled from almost the first whistle was gone, decided, sealed by the side that had spent the night defending for its life. Dominate possession, dominate the shot count, and lose by 2. It was the perfect, brutal preview of what was about to come. They had played like a contender, they had lost like a team with no answers, and one of their 3 games was already gone. Now the margin for error was almost gone. 1 defeat could be survived, a second would put their whole tournament on the edge. And so the questions sharpened. Could the goals finally come when it mattered most? Could the most talented attack in the group finally do the one thing an attack exists to do? Whatever you tell yourself in the bad moments, surely the floodgates were about to open. They were not. Turkey lost to Paraguay, 0-1. Another match where the shots kept coming. The same restless, relentless pressure and the same desolate ending. No goal, 2 games down, and still nothing. Here is the part people get wrong. And it is the heart of this whole story. The easy explanation is bad luck. The keeper had a worldie, the post was unkind, the bounces went the other way, and for one game, one night, you could almost believe it. But 62 shots without a goal across 2 matches is not a story about luck. Variance does not stretch that far. You can be unlucky for 90 minutes. You cannot be unlucky for 62 shots. When a number gets that extreme, it stops being a coincidence. It starts being a confession. Something deeper was wrong, and they were running out of road to fix it. And then, in Game 3, the cruelest twist of all. Against the United States, with their backs against the wall and almost nothing left to lose, Turkey finally clicked. 10th minute, Arda Güler. Their first goal of the entire tournament, and the dam that had held for 62 shots simply broke. Yilmaz made it 2 before the half. Ayhan added a third deep into stoppage time. 3-2. A win. The fluent, fearless football everyone had been promised arrived at last, the goals pouring out as if they had been trapped all summer. For 90 glorious minutes, they looked exactly like the team we were sold. But football does not hand out medals for timing. The win over the United States was beautiful, and it was meaningless. 2 defeats had already done the damage. Turkey finished 4th in Group D, 3 points to their name, eliminated before the knockouts even began. They woke up in the one game they could afford to win and slept through the 2 they could not afford to lose. The goals they could not find against Australia and Paraguay came flooding against the USA. 1 match too late. Out, not scoreless, not goalless, but eliminated all the same, undone by the 2 nights they threw away. Picture the dressing room after that win. A squad that had just scored 3, that had finally played its football, sitting with bags packed, and the tournament already over. There is a special kind of pain in winning your last game and still going home, in proving exactly what you could do on the one night it no longer counted. They had the talent all along. They simply found it 20 days too late. 2 matches of relentless pressure with nothing to show, and then a flood of goals when the door had already closed. The ending was there. They just unlocked it in the wrong game. So what is the lesson buried in this mess of numbers? It is the oldest truth in the game, and the one teams keep forgetting. You cannot switch it on in Game 3. 62 shots without a goal, then 5 goals in 2 matches once it was already too late. The talent was never the problem. The timing was everything. You can assemble the most exciting young attack in the tournament, but if it only fires when the stakes are gone, it might as well not fire at all. Turkey are a warning, written in the clearest numbers football can produce. A team is only as good as the night it shows up. 62 shots, no goals, then a 3-2 win that meant nothing. The most hyped team in the group, gone in the group stage, and the question it leaves behind refuses to go away. If Turkey had found even one of those goals against Australia, even one against Paraguay, do they walk through to the knockouts and become the deep run we are still talking about? The talent was real. The win over the USA proved it. They just brought it to the wrong 2 games. So tell me, was this team unlucky, or did they bury themselves the moment they decided to wake up too late?